What's up, everybody, and welcome to my SmackDown review. As we are, I believe, 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, um, we kicked off the show with my pretty much recap of Randy Orton burned down Wyatt's house compound last week, and they kicked it off with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon coming out to tell what's going to happen for WrestleMania. And they didn't know what to do between Randy Orton and AJ Styles, but Bryan said the tradition of the Royal Rumble over the past 22 years is that the Royal Rumble is to main event WrestleMania. The Shane never seen before wrestler has advocated or given up his shot, which pretty much they announced the match, even though this was already announced days ago on the internet about AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This is the way to solve it because they don't know who to pick. And they played the clips of Orton giving up his shot and then burning the house down, and what is going to happen with this. So the main event would be AJ Styles and Randy Orton. Really much to be said. They're just the crowd probably to get yes, but they could have probably did a backstage segment with this. But next was pretty much well, AJ Styles didn't come to talk to Shane and Daniel Bryan, so you guys are making a huge mistake. And said, you know what? I'm not a little afraid of fire. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm going to make the best of a bad situation. I'm going to fight tonight and go one-on-one with Orton and take him out. But then as James Ellsworth was in the ring, bragging about how he beat AJ Styles multiple times and introduced Carmella as it was John Cena and Nikki Bella versus James Ellsworth and Carmella, which I still don't know why this was a match, but the match did happen. John Cena and Nikki Bella won. They pretty much did double 5 knuckle shuffles, FUs, and STFUs. And as they were about to make out in the ring, Miz and Maurice attacked both of them and threw them into the ring post, into the steel steps. As Miz says, I am tired of their relationship. This is only to help John Cena's branding. Well, both their brandings, really. But he pretty much claims Cena pretty much saw success. I don't know, I'm messing up my words tonight here. But he saw a lot of success as being the it couple. Me and Maurice have been the it couple for over a year, but now you want to take it for yourselves. That their relationship is just fake. It's plastic, and they insult a lot of people. Which pretty much Miz went to imitate John Cena. He's just a robot. I am a robot. I love you, Nikki. Pretty much doing a robot voice about him, and talked about what happens, I guess, on that Total Bellas show or something like that. Looked like they were trying to use some laugh. If you guys they don't want us to use that on WWE programming, but I am, which I don't watch those shows, whatever, Total Divas or Total Bellas. I guess that's a line taking something, they were using it from there, but I don't know if they can go through with that. I don't watch that show, so yeah. But I don't know. At least Miz did cut a good promo. But the promo was good. I wouldn't say it was great. It's a week ago, and pretty much Maurice ended off telling Nikki to break that bitch. Pretty much said that at the end of the show right there. Not the show, but the promo. But Miz put on a really good promo. I may have missed maybe a part or two in there if I'm forgetting, but I do remember him doing that robot voice. And was it more? Well, then again, it's like even John Cena did say though, he was right about Miz cutting that same promo like AJ Styles did a few pretty much weeks ago before the Royal Rumble. So it was an okay promo, and I still think it was weird that Cena and Nikki Bella did the same Cena moves. It was just kind of got weird to take out Ellsworth and Carmella, but we know who won, and Miz, he pretty much cut a good promo. There's still time to build this up. Like I said before, I've never really was on this idea, even though I felt like last week's promo, I would have just had John Cena versus The Miz, not featuring Nikki Bella and Maurice. I would have just gone with that after that promo last week, because that shit was some fire. Cena, some people thought that Cena, I said before, Cena nearly buried The Miz on there, pretty much had his golden shovel and everything. So I didn't have no problem with that. That was a great promo. Because even I say, this whole tag team match at WrestleMania, it makes Cena feel Bush League. It makes him feel like he's stepping a huge level down. And they just wanted, well, yeah, they gave him the 16 title. Well, he held the belt for 2 weeks, which still didn't make a lot of sense, but they wanted to beat Oh, we gotta go 17 times. That's gonna be the big thing for it. So we know that's gonna come. But if they're gonna do this tag team match, then yeah, but I do believe it's a step down. Even Miz in a way also. I think he would have deserved better than this whole match. Next was Kurt Hawkins calling out Dean Ambrose. What they're gonna finish, or Chet Hawkins is Mauro Ranallo calls him, watching that name every week. But his Ambrose pretty much came out and closed on. He called out Baron Corbin. Come out now, Lone Wolf is gonna neuter him and stuff because he doesn't have any testicles to Corbin, which almost felt like his promo was very scripted and stuff, saying I don't come out when you tell me to, because I'm gonna beat you up and take that title. And Ambrose said this isn't gonna work, so he's gonna go find him, which he pretty much hit Kurt Hawkins, which Mauro now messed up again, and pretty much hit him with dirty deeds. Another hurt dirty deeds, and then went to the back. Mojo Rawley was in the back, saying he will be in the it's his dream to be in WrestleMania and have a WrestleMania moment. So, he spoke about Zack Ryder having his moment last year, but he said he's the first SmackDown competitor to become, or the first person to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, which I don't see what that's done for anybody. Until Ziggler came up and mocked him, and said, "Oh, you want your precious main event moment for WrestleMania moment and stuff in that main event." But he says, "Don't hurt yourself for reaching to that brass ring, kid." So I guess Dolph Ziggler's going after him now. As Dean Ambrose was still walking in the back, looking for Corbin, he eventually found Corbin, got ambushed, and got beat up with a pipe. And then, for some reason, which I thought this was kind of awkward and weird in a way, he put Ambrose under a forklift and I guess put it to his chest. But, looked like it never really hit his chest, if you ask me. It just looked kind of weird. It just looked really weird, and they stopped Corbin and had to lift it off Dean Ambrose then. So that whole segment felt very odd. And yeah, it was just pretty weird. But at least he hit him with the pipe, so at least that attack somewhat looked good. Ziggler, I guess, getting pissed at now since he's moved on from Cruz. Now he's going after Mojo Rawley now, I guess that's going to be. Since he's going after him over the whole Andre the Giant Battle Royale, which he'll probably be in too. And I guess he's just thinking he's bitter because that he never made it to some. He's just bitter at these young guys now, I guess. I don't understand what Dolph Ziggler's doing at this point. He's still the same guy, it looks like, when he comes out. That whole Kalisto and Cruz thing really did nothing. Was it a good chairs match last week? Yes, it was. But he's still directionless, and why they did this feud with him and Kalisto, I have no idea. But it made no apparent sense, in my opinion. Just didn't go nowhere. Just don't know. Alexa Bliss with Mickie James came up with the Blisteration as she announced who her WrestleMania opponent was going to be. And, she pretty much started making fun of Naomi and every other woman, Nikki Bella, Carmella, and Becky Lynch, and that they're pretty much nothing. And, the crowd, I don't think really reacted to this whole segment. They were really quiet and sat on their hands for this till Becky Lynch came out, and who's going to be a WrestleMania opponent, until Natalya came out and wanted to be part of this thing too. She understood it last week. I'm sure you understand it, right? And they agreed, and Alexa pretty much said, were you been sipping catnip or something? And Alexa Bliss pretty much told Natalya, you're the worst there is, the worst there was, and the worst there ever will be. And Mickie James pretty much got on the mic and said, the title shot belongs to me until Alexa Bliss pretty much said, not really, I guess it's not going to happen. I guess Mickie James thought she was. So they pretty much all started arguing with each other until Daniel Bryan came out there. And I guess, we got to see who's going to win this thing for the roster. So, whoever's going to make themselves the greatest, there's only one way to do this. All of you will, Alexa, you're going to be facing every woman available on the roster, which looks like a fatal four-way right now, since we don't really have a lot of women on this roster to begin with, and which I've somewhat predicted before, that it would be a multi-women's match for the title one way or another, and that is going to happen. So that's the plan with that. And this segment did not go anywhere, and nobody really reacted that much. And then not Teddy Long, well, it was Teddy Long technically. Daniel Bryan tried to be, says, you know, we're making a tag team match. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Becky Lynch and Natalya, which was an alright match, and Natalya pretty much betrayed Becky Lynch and hit her with a German suplex, and got the pin, Alexa, and then pretty much Mickie James looked at Alexa Bliss and pretty much hit a mid kick on her, and then looked at the title and then headed to the back then. So I'm assuming there will be more women a part of this. Maybe Naomi returns. I don't know. It's a shame and very sad that what happened to her to even give up her title. Very sad, but it's not a lot of women on this show. I swear to God, if Eva Marie in this thing, that whole match at WrestleMania will be horrible, and you probably want to punch your screen or take a shit and then come back to the show. So nothing would be really interesting about it. This is nothing will really be interesting about it. You know, I almost forgot what my thought was earlier. I must be not paying attention because I'm trying to see what's on my screen right now. But the match, tag team match was whatever. So I feel like they're just going to add more people to this one way or another. But I really did predict multi-women's match at WrestleMania. AJ Styles came out and pretty much got on the mic saying, like, this is SmackDown's the house that AJ Styles built. He turned the B show to the A show, and that everybody in the back from Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan are showing him disrespect. Randy Orton burns down the house and he gets rewarded, but no, he's going to get his WrestleMania main event, and it's going to be phenomenal. Which Randy Orton versus AJ Styles happened through multiple commercial breaks, too many commercial breaks, but a pretty good match overall. Which I love the ending to the match really, because Orton was going to go for RKO, but AJ Styles hit a Pele kick out there, and he went for the forearm, but Orton took him down from there. And this was one of the greatest parts of it. AJ was about to go for a forearm, but Orton was thinking he was going to hit the RKO in midair, but Orton failed to pretty much hit the ground, which AJ pretty much faked it, mind tricking him almost, which was a really cool moment right there. And then he went for the 450, but Orton moved, and Orton pretty much threw AJ in the air, hit him with the RKO, and it was over. So it was a pretty good match, even though it was multiple commercial breaks. I did like the match overall, but that ending did feel really cool, though. He tried to go for the forearm, but he dodged it. Well, AJ pretty much dodged the RKO because he knew what Orton was going to do. So I tricked you. Didn't go for the 450, but AJ Styles still ultimately lost, but it would be Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania in the main event. So that is what's going to go down, and I'm sure they're going to set this whole AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon thing at WrestleMania, so be ready for that also. But, hey, that's my review for SmackDown. It's not really a lot to talk about this week. Not really that big of a show either. It was a alright show. It wasn't really a great show. It was just kind of what it was. Nothing really special. It was a bit weak in a way. Not a lot going down. We got time for WrestleMania, but the women's segment just didn't really go well. I did not care for that tag team match with John Cena because I already said he's already stepped up below level for that. But hey, at least Miz cut a good promo after it too. And overall, it's really like 3 matches and a lot of talking segments. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But the Orton and AJ match was good to determine who was going to become the #1 contender for WrestleMania. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Check out my Raw review, Fastlane review, and live reactions. Because, come on, Fastlane was god-awful pay-per-view anyways. And, hey, Raw was in my city last night, too. So check that out if you want to also. So, not a lot of time for this one today. Pretty quick review. It's not a lot to speak on SmackDown. Unless I've gotten all the detail I can get. So, we'll have to see what happens. But there's not a lot going on in this episode. But I will see you guys later. Peace out. And, hey, that's a review. I'm just trying to put in time right here and right there. And subscribe to the channel. Out. Peace.